Hi, and welcome to an episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today we're going to be re-speed testing my center point Patriot 415. As you recall in the last episode, we had issues with the CALDWELL ballistic chronograph. I think I got it fixed. I put new batteries in it, and hopefully everything is working okay. So, remember, 700 subscribers, I do a live show, so hit that subscribe button and let's get started with today's show. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do the center point Patriot 415 speed test, redoing it because remember I said we had issues with the chronograph before. But while I was setting it up, making sure everything was good, I actually destroyed an arrow, the tip here, the knock and everything, and of course the fletching. Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes when you're trying to get everything all set up. So let me get my speed cam up and going here for you. All right. Okay. So let's hope we don't have any issues today. So let's get this first arrow loaded up and get it sent down range. It's a nice beautiful day today. I did put a little bit of oil on here, but it doesn't seem to be solving my problem, but I'll keep working on that. So the first round we're going to do will be the 100 grain tips, and the first arrow here, number 2, is coming in at 449. So let's see how we do here. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, 368. Yeah, I know it's only one arrow, but it looks good so far. So I'll do 3 and 3. 3 with the 100 grain tip, 3 with the 125 grain tip, and then I'll do the rest off the camera. Alright, arrow number 3, 450.4. Okay. $366. I did put a little light underneath here because I noticed in my last video that it was kind of dark. So I put a light in here underneath my canopy to see if that does anything. Of course I want something, like I said, to this canopy when it gets hotter out here. 369. And that arrow was number 4 at 449.8 grains. So I'm going to go down and collect those, and I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay, as usual, operator error on the first one. I forgot to turn on my speed cam. So it is on now, and we'll see how we do now. So alrighty, let me grab my lube here real quick and throw some lube on there, because I forgot to do it already. And you know, I like to cock it before and make sure my safety and everything's on, so I don't just do it real lightly on my rail there. Alrighty. Arrow number 2. Arrow number 2 is at 449. At 366. Okay. So far, no issues with the chronograph. So hopefully it was just a battery problem. Arrow number 3. At 450, the first speed was 366. $364. All right. So we're looking good so far. All right. Okay, I'll get some in a minute. Okay, here, take a drink.
No, water. I don't like
Okay.
it.
Okay. All right, arrow number 4 was 449.8, and the first speed was 369. And my engineers are drinking all my Dr. Pepper. And that was at 365. Okay, so down and collect those. I'll be right back. Okay, so third and final round with the 100 grain tip arrows. And see what we got here. And then at the end of the video, I'll post all the speeds and all that kind of good stuff. 366. Okay. All right. All right. Arrow number 3. Okay, arrow number 3 is at 450.4. We had 366 and 369, it looks like. So we'll see what we come up with this time. 364. Okay, and the third and final arrow before we go into the 125 grain tip. Again, I'm shooting the 425 Ballistic Pro 22-inch arrows from Gold Tip. Now, I really, really love these arrows. I know you can't see it right now, but I'm really not aiming. It's basically aiming at the bag and pretty much hitting where I'm pointing at. And at 365. Okay, so that's the end of round one, or with the 100 grain tips. So we'll come back with the 125 grain tips and see what we got. Okay, round number one with the 125 grain tip. So this arrow, let's see. Oh, wrong arrow. Wrong arrow. Let me get the right arrow here. Arrow number 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so arrow number 8 is coming at 474.4 grains. And let's see how we do here. Make sure there we go. My speed cam is on. .358. All right. Let's see. My next arrow, arrow number 9. It comes in at 475.4. All right. Arrow number 9. Okay. As you recall, this is about the time I had my other problem. .454. I mean, 354. Okay. And the third and final. All right. Okay. And let's see, this one here, arrow number 10, comes in at 474.4 grains. And let's send this one down. At 359. Okay, so that's looking good. So let me go pick up those arrows and I'll be right back. Okay, round number 2, 125 grain tip. Arrow number 8 is 474. The first speed was 358. Let's see what we got here with this time. .361. Okay. So we've had some ugly weather, and we've had some great weather, which we're having great weather right now. A little breezy, just a slight breeze, but not bad. Nice, beautiful day. And hopefully, here on out, we'll have some nice, beautiful days. .351. And that was arrow number 9. That one was 475 grains. And the first speed was 354. And this one was 351. Alright. Third and final for round number 2. Alright. Okay, here we go. And this one here is 374.4, and the first speed was 359. And this was 357. Okay, so I am going to go collect those arrows, and I'll be right back for the third and final round. Okay, so third and final round. Arrow number 8 is 474.4 grains. First two speeds, 358 and 361. So let's see what we come up with this time. And that was 353. Okay. Arrow number 9 was at 475.4 grains. Up with the speed 354 and 351. So here we go with arrow number 9. Let's see what we come up with. $357. And arrow number 10. For the third and final of this round. And the rest of them I'll shoot, like I said, off camera. And then have the speeds for you at the end of the video. Or towards the end of the video, I should say. Somewhere in there. And did I turn on my speed cam? It doesn't look like it. But there we go, you should see the speeds now. Okay. Alright. Third and final. 125 grain. This arrow is 374.4, speeds of 359 and 357. And that was at 356. Okay, so I'm going to go collect those, shoot my other arrows off camera, and then come back with some final thoughts. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're back with the final thoughts for today. Very productive day. Speeds were good, and I'll go ahead and get those calculated up and get you the kinetic energy on those. Like I said, they'll be posted here. But I lost a total of 4 arrows. As you recall, in the beginning, I told you I knocked the knock off of here and busted the tip on arrow number 1. So, arrow number 6, fletching. I might be able to fix that one. I'll have to give it a try and see what I can do with that. Arrow number 2 the tip came off in the bag. Imagine that. Okay. And then arrow number 5. Let's see, where was it? There. One of these fletchings came loose. Oh, here it is. Came loose. And I might be able to repair that one too. So I'll give that a shot. But overall, good. The chronograph worked flawlessly. So that's all good. So with that said, remember our men and women in blue, they have a tough job, give them a thumbs up. Remember our men and women in service, give them a thumbs up also. Yeah, because they have a tough job to do too. And remember, medics save lives. EMTs save medics. Remember, family first. Take care of your family. By all means, get out there and hunt, and see you on the next episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter.